Here we are again with Co-Harvest Foundation, where we end food insecurity through urban agriculture. Today we are at one of our many school gardens working with students to turn this microfarm from what it looked like last year, June 2022, to what it looks like now. This microfarm is in City Heights, unfortunately one of our food deserts here in San Diego, and is built for the purpose of growing food efficiently and productively in order to engage families with food sovereignty and to feed the community. To start a school garden, you need funding, approval, and ownership from the staff. We're going to show you how we do this step by step and why we partnered with Wilson Middle School to renovate their outdoor learning area. To start, we have an awesome funder in the City Heights area in Price Philanthropies, who matches our mission to address childhood food insecurity through urban agriculture. And they gave us the go-ahead and partial funding to make this garden and to find schools just like this one in City Heights. And you can see once you put together a team, you meet with teachers, staff, and the principals, you're able to put together a plan and submit it for approval from the district. Once that approval is given, you can get the go-ahead and start buying and transporting materials to the school. As you can see, we used a ton of redwood, about $2,400 worth. And there's a reason why we use this kind of wood, which we'll get into in a second. But first, I kind of like to talk about why Co-Harvest Foundation grows food at schools, food pantries, and local businesses in the first place. We partner with like-minded community organizations to better end food insecurity and engage directly with food insecure populations to build food sovereignty. So as you'll see later on, our microfarms also provide biodiversity and green spaces in urban areas, while reducing emissions and other degradatory effects stemming from our food system. We want to grow food and end hunger for generations of students, which is why we use redwood, as it's rot resistant and can last up to 20 years. The most important part about installing any food growing infrastructure in school garden is hooking up the irrigation. Luckily, we didn't have to tap into the district's irrigation sprinklers, but we are going to run irrigation tubing from the spigot safely across the pavement under the bed and then through the bed so that we can trench underneath the walk paths so that no one can see it. Then we're going to run irrigation to each bed before we bring the soil in. We ordered about 24 yards of soil, but it looks like this is going to be a little bit less than that. The volunteers had to go home, and we're still trying to hire our director of farming operations, so I'm gonna try to move 24 yards of soil by myself. Wish me luck, and enjoy the time lapse. No, we're not sponsored by True Fertilizers, but we would love a corporate sponsor to help us continue to build school gardens and microfarms throughout San Diego. Since 2019, Co-Harvest has been funded by individual donors like you who have sponsored microfarms throughout San Diego, and we need more funding to continue this work. Growing food and building food sovereignty into our educational system is key to ending disparities in public health and food insecurity. Please hit that link below or to the side or on top, wherever it is, to support our environmental justice work in San Diego. As you can see, we buy bulk soil from local providers like City Farmers Nursery for our community microfarms and school gardens. Because bagged soil creates unneeded plastic waste and is often at a much lower quality and higher price. Also, supporting local organic soil businesses like this helps create important relationships that are necessary to creating a network that can build food sovereignty and help build a more socially equitable and also environmentally friendly food system. This camera angle kind of proves the difficulty of school gardens like this because you can't always drop off the soil in the perfect area. And it shows how far we actually had to walk these 24 yards of soil over into the raised beds. Sheesh! That's a lot of soil. We only have about 10 yards of soil left that we gotta move before the students come back from summer break, and then we can get them to work on the rest of it. Ooh, this is my favorite angle. I wish I had put my camera here the whole time. Phew. Now we just gotta tamp down and level the beds with a little bit of water. And look, all the beds are finished. They're ready for the students to come, learn how to put in the drip irrigation and get to planting. This bed's a little bit empty, but we'll have the students fill those up. As you can see, we had the students plant, and it's such a beautiful garden at opening day. Please like and subscribe to this channel. That way you can keep updated on these videos. We want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the principal, the teachers, and the custodian of the school, Jesus, who has been amazing this summer, letting us in and out of the school so that we can build this microfarm. Really, the custodians and teachers at these schools throughout San Diego are the real heroes dealing with these children, and the trouble that goes, with running a school cannot be a more thankless job. So let's give them a lot of gratitude this school year, and let's elect officials who support funding our teachers and food services programs.